was pivotal in the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party being able to see eye to eye in the seat-sharing pact in Delhi finally. Top Congress sources saying it was Mallikarjun Kharge, Rahul Gandhi, they stepped in. They said the agreement on council elections, remember we're talking about the mayoral council elections that took place in Chandigarh. They said that was the first step. The alliance has to happen and that the Congress won't be adamant on the number of seats. Okay, let's go over to our colleague Pallavi to speak about this in more depth. Pallavi, it seems you're just going to share with us the progress. So how much the Congress initially wanted, how they've arrived with the Aam Aadmi Party at this particular agreement. And could you also tell us, Pallavi, what that reflects in how the Congress is approaching its alliances with different parties across the country?
Well, I mean, I think it's a big breakthrough after Samajwadi Party. The AAP Congress negotiations certainly seem to be a very, very tough one, Toya. But the Congress also realized and agreed to a kind of a climb down. See, when the seat sharing talks initially began, the Congress actually began with 7 Lok Sabha seats. They came down to 4 and now they finally come down to 3. And that is because Congress understood that one also has to be realistic and less stubborn. I think the clincher was that photo opportunity which we all saw of Raghav Chaddha and Arvind Kejriwal along with Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi, and that is when the first big breakthrough came in, and where also we saw the first alliance between AAP and Congress over the councillor elections in Chandigarh. I think the breakthrough really happened in the last 24 to 48 hours once the Supreme Court verdict went in favor of AAP, and it was at that point of time when Rahul Gandhi and Mr. Kharge also realized that it is doable, this alliance is doable. From being enemies and foes and opponents, they are now going to become allies, and that is a huge turnaround moment as far as the AAP-Congress relationships go. Well, as Rupashri also has been reporting, the Congress has so far been given Chandni Chowk, it's been given West, South, Northeast Delhi, but the Congress also wants to contest from the New Delhi constituency. So they're going to try and work that one out. But what we have been told by top Congress sources that both Mr. Kharge as well as Rahul Gandhi conveyed it to their party colleagues, particularly in Delhi, also that on Punjab we may not have an agreement, but let's be realistic. In Delhi we don't have any seats either in the assembly or in Lok Sabha. The AAP certainly has an advantage, but there is a sizable presence of the Congress party in the 3 seats which have been given to them by the Aam Aadmi Party, and a larger goal really is to take on the BJP. With having won that legal battle over the Chandigarh councillor mayor elections, I think Toya, the Congress party also realized that this is a climb down which is well worth it.
Okay, Pallavi, can we ask you to stay with us? Our colleague Rupashri is with us to now tell us about the mood for the Aam Aadmi Party. Rupashri, if you could tell us, back in 2019, if we just take a look at vote shares, Congress had 22% and the Aam Aadmi Party had 18%, though neither won seats. But the Congress did have that slight lead over the Aam Aadmi Party. Still, the Aam Aadmi Party managing to secure more seats than the Congress. Can you just tell our audiences what that negotiation looked like?
Oh, well, that is because, Aam Aadmi Party also realizes that without the Congress party, it is not going to have even a chance putting a single seat in Delhi. And in fact, both the parties realize that even if they do come together as they have, even then it might be difficult for them to pull off a win. But at least both the parties have a standing chance of winning a seat. The other reason why, Aam Aadmi Party has given 3 seats.
Okay.
In Goa, and in return, Aam Aadmi Party has,
Okay, we'll try to re-establish that connection with my colleague Rupashri. Till we get the Aam Aadmi Party voice back to understand more about what's taking place there, our reporter covering the Aam Aadmi Party, of course. Let's go over to our colleague Shireen. Shireen, what led to the turnaround? Because it was just a few weeks ago that we were reporting to our audiences that at a rally in Punjab, Arvind Kejriwal had seemingly said that the Aam Aadmi Party is going to win all 7 seats. And that had been seen as an indication of the Aam Aadmi Party pulling a final threat of sorts. How has the mood changed so much, finally the two parties being able to sit down eye to eye and arrive at this?
Well, there is no doubt in the fact that there were, in fact, number of parties within the India Alliance who were disappointed by Congress over the delay in seat sharing. Their focus has always been Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra ahead of Lok Sabha 2024 election. That was something that was pointed out by Samajwadi Party, by Aam Aadmi Party as well. But now finally we have seen that after there were in fact the national committee seat sharing discussion was going on, there was another discussion where Mallikarjun Kharge and Mallikarjun Kharge's office had in fact approached Arvind Kejriwal, and they have in fact reached to the conclusion that there should be 5:2, that 5 seats should be for Aam Aadmi Party and 2 for Congress. But once again, Congress has said that they want one more seat from the national capital. And now, just a day before yesterday, we have seen how our KC Venugopal's president, Atishi, as well as Saurabh Bhardwaj were present there. This was apparently the final talk that happened, and it was decided that it is going to be 4:3, 4 seats for Aam Aadmi Party, and for Congress it is going to be 3 seats. Now Congress has in fact been planning that they are going to put a Dalit face, apart from that a general category face and a woman candidate for all these three seats. Now not just Delhi, but there are in fact talks that are going on for other states. So overall, Toya, if you see, as far as Delhi, Congress and Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, they are not just allying in Delhi but also in Gujarat, Haryana, Assam, Chandigarh, as well as, I beg your pardon, not Chandigarh, but as well as in Goa, because there are 2 seats in Goa. 1 seat will be given to Congress, is what the Aam Aadmi Party has.
Okay, let's go back to our colleague Rupashri also. Shireen, thank you for those details. Rupashri, of course, tell us more about the Delhi developments, and then a trickier question for you. With the win in the mayoral elections, at least, you know, the Supreme Court saying that it will now be an Aam Aadmi Party legislator who heads Chandigarh. I just want to understand, could it force a rethink for the Punjab strategy too? Or is the Aam Aadmi Party keen, as they've announced, to compete alone?
Well, on Punjab, actually, there should not be any more ambiguity left, because the Chief Minister himself has said that both the parties have decided to fight separately in Punjab. However, you know, what could have been a clincher in the Delhi, situation is the Congress party ceding space to the Aam Aadmi Party in Goa, in Haryana, in Gujarat and in Haryana. In Goa, we are getting to hear that in return, Aam Aadmi Party is going to give up the seat that it had announced a candidate for, that is South Goa, where the Congress party has a sitting MP. And Congress party in turn is going to leave 2 seats for the Aam Aadmi Party in Gujarat and 1 seat for the Aam Aadmi Party in Haryana. So that could have been what I'm reading as the clincher for the 4-3 formula in Delhi. Remember, this formula has been going around for a long time, 4-3 and 5-2. Those were the 2 formulas that were doing the rounds. And now at least both the parties have decided that this is final. And in Delhi, at least, there will be, joint candidates of Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party. And both the parties will be supporting each other on the ground.